شاء الله 8 دروس.
طيب نقول كده تمام. أبدأ. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hello my dear students, welcome to a new meeting. Today we are going to have Unit 5 Lesson 4. Open your students book on page 76. Number 10, writing. Consider the following questions and discuss with a partner. Number 1, how many people drive in your family? How do you feel about driving? عدد الأشخاص اللي بيقودوا سيارات في عائلتك وما شعورك حيال هذه القيادة. What kind of car would you like to drive? أي نوع سيارات تفضل أن تقود؟ Which age group causes more accidents? أي فئة عمرية تسبب حوادث أكثر؟ Teenagers المراهقين. People over 25 الناس أعمارهم أكثر من 25. People over 60 and why? Try to discuss these questions with one another. B. Read the text and highlight the words and or phrases that give information about the accident, such as what happened, when it happened, where it happened, how it happened, who caused it, who it happened to, why it happened. Try to write some words, try to write headings, try to conclude and summarize the items and the phrases related to accidents. Now we are going to listen to a certain track and to while reading on page 76. Let's start.
The accident. It was morning and my older brother was driving me to school. Suddenly, a speeding car crashed into us at an intersection and threw us into a telephone pole. I was fortunately wearing my seatbelt, but I still managed to hit my face on the dashboard. I was unconscious for some time and woke up as I was taken out of the car and put into an ambulance. The driver of the car that hit us was also in the ambulance. I heard him say he was 90 years old. I was 15, scared to death, and likely to end up with a scarred face for life. I started yelling, "Please stop driving, stop driving." I could not stop. I don't know what happened to the man. I never saw him again. I was released from the hospital 2 weeks later. Since then, I have always been a cautious driver and advised others to be careful.
Now, the topic was about a certain accident that happened to 15-year-old guy, and the other driver was 90-year-old. Have you ever seen an accident? Have you recently heard or read about an accident? Now try to remember accident you have heard recently or you have watched it or witnessed it recently, and to complete the organization, this organization related to a certain accident on your own according to a certain or a real event you have seen. How it happened, the accident, to discuss it and to explain it in some words. When it happened, where it happened, why, the cause, who it happened to, and to complete the charge with the information. Now, related to some important features about writing. How to write an account of an accident. Try to put on your mind certain features and certain factors. The first thing is important factors or details. To tell just details which are important. Not use very long and complicated sentences. Try to be brief. Connect the events and reasons or cause when necessary. Don't say everything. Help your reader to visualize a mental picture. Help him and let him imagine according to your own description. Okay? Now we are going to transfer into page 78 related to form, meaning and function. What we call the language notes or related to English grammar. Model auxiliaries. Use must to talk about laws and rules. Use should to give advice. الفرق ما بين must و should. must يجب ضرورة وحتمية وإلزام. should ينبغي نصيحة. And both of them have the infinitive after it. كل منهم بيأتي بعده مصدر الفعل. You must stop at the traffic lights. يجب أن تتوقف عند إشارة المرور. دي إلزام وضرورة. You must not park on the sidewalk. لا يجب أن تنتظر على جانب الطريق. You should drive under the speed limit. ينبغي عليك أن تقود أقل من السرعة المحددة. You shouldn't eat when you are driving. لا ينبغي عليك أن تتناول طعام أثناء القيادة. So must is stronger than should. It has a more formal or official tone. ذات لهجة ونغمة رسمية. What about adverbs of manner? Adverbs of manner اللي هو الظرف، الفرق ما بين الصفة والظرف. How did he drive? كيف هو يقود السيارة؟ He drove slowly. What is the difference between slow and slowly? Slow, when I say Ahmed is slow, meaning he is as a man is slow one. بطيء. فكلمة بطيء عبارة عن صفة وصفته كاملا بكل تصرفاته. But when I say he drove or he drives slowly, هو يقود السيارة ببطء. كلمة slowly ببطء وصفت طريقة قيادته للسيارة واقتصرت على وصف الفعل الموجود في هذا الموقف، لم تصف طريقة تناوله للطعام أو مشيه أو تحدثه أو فهمه أو انفعاله. ولذلك فإن الصفة مثلا slow بطيء، الشخص بطيء، نظرة عامة على كل تصرفاته. أما لما أقول slowly ببطء فهو يقوم بشيء معين ببطء، فهنا الظرف بيصف الفعل ويوضح طريقة حدوثه، وأحيانا بيكون خاص بهذا الموقف تحديدا كمان. How did she walk؟ كيف هي تمشي؟ She walked quickly. بتمشي بسرعة، لكن ممكن بتأكل ببطء، ممكن بتفهم ببطء، ممكن بتتحدث ببطء. Generally we add ly to the adjective to get an adverb. بنضع ly في نهاية الصفة لنحصل على ظرف. slow slowly, quick quickly, careful آخرها ال بنضاعف ال أو نضيف ly إضافة إلى ال الأصلية carefully. But there are sometimes an adjective and adverb have the same form. fast سريع وفاست بسرعة لا تتغير، لا تأخذ ly. hard مجتهد، وهارد باجتهاد يبقى برضو لا تأخذ ly. أحيانا الصفة عندما تتحول إلى ظرف تتغير تماما، زي good جيد، well بطريقة جيدة، well بالإي. أوكي؟ Now complete the conversation using your own words. I am afraid I'm running out of gas. You should. We are going to use should and must and to use the adverbs to complete the sentence or the conversation. You should stop at a gas station. Number 2. A is talking with B. The sign says 80 kilometers per hour and I am doing 90. Then you must do what? Slow down. ضرورة أن تخفض السرعة. Number 3. I am lost. I don't know which way to go. I'm lost. ضل الطريق. لا يعرف كيف يتجه. B بيقول له I think we should. ينبغي علينا إيش؟ Ask someone. نسأل شخص ما. Or to stop and ask someone for help. Yeah. Number 4. I need to make a phone call. Can you please hold the steering wheel? You must not. يريد أن يقوم بمكالمة ويريد من صديقه الذي يجلس بجواره أن يدير عجلة القيادة حتى ينتهي من مكالمته. قال له you must not speak on the phone when driving. لا يجب عليك أن تتحدث في الهاتف أو في الجوال أثناء القيادة. فهنا must not منع وتحريم أو رفض. The car won't start. There's plenty of gas. I wonder what the problem is. You should check what? You should take it to a car mechanic. Okay? Now, complete the conversation with adverb. We are going to use adverb from the adjectives. Generally, as we have said recently, that we add ly to the adjective to turn it into an adverb. But except the special or private cases. Okay? Well, my son Brian drives reckless will be recklessly. Number B or sentence B, my son Alexander drives good. What is the adverb of good? Yes, it will be transferred into well. Sometimes too fast. What about fast? It's still as it is, fast. Number After that, well, Brian got a ticket because he was driving too fast. So A and B are talking one to another using the adverb. People who drive dangerous. If we want to turn the adjective dangerous into an adverb, we add ly as usual, dangerously, بخطورة. But he still doesn't drive carefully. لا يقود بعناية حتى الآن. So some adverbs with ly, some adverbs are still as their own and original shape in the adjective. Some are transferred from a shape to another shape. Okay? Let's transfer to page 79. Now we are going to talk about prepositions of place. الحروف الخاصة بتحديد أماكن الأشياء بالنسبة لبعضها البعض. The park is across from the school. على الجانب الآخر من المدرسة. لابد أن يكون طريق يقطع بينهما. Across from على الجانب الآخر من. The bank is between the post office and the restaurant. البنك يقع ما بين مكتب البريد والمطعم. Between ما بين. لازم between كذا and كذا. The pharmacy is next to بجانب أو التالي له يتلوه is next to the bookstore. The bus stop is on the corner على الزاوية أو على الجانب أو على الناصية. The museum is near the hotel. near قريب منه ولكن ليس قريب جدا لدرجة أن أنا أقول next to. next to يجاوره أما near قريب منه ليس بعيدا ولكن لا يلاصقه. The airport is far from بعيدا عن ونلاحظ ان near ليس بها حرف يعني near لحالها معناها قريب من اما far معاها from far from. After that, when I want to talk about where I live or when I live in and I live on. What's the difference between I live in and I live on? I live in أعيش فيه و I live on أعيش فيه ولكن الحروف ليس لها معنى ثابت فمعناها على حسب الكلمة التي تأتي بعدها. فهنا I live in أعيش فيه و I live on أعيش فيه ولكن ما الفرق؟ إن I live in followed with the city or the town بيأتي بعدها اسم المدينة أو البلد. I live in جدة. هنا I live on the third floor أنا أعيش في الطابق الثالث يبقى مع الطابق بناخد on. I live on first avenue أنا بعيش في الشارع الأول يبقى هنا الشارع يبقى إذا المدينة تاخد in والطابق والشارع ياخد إيش on. Two imperatives for directions بعض الأوامر التي تستخدم لإعطاء الاتجاهات وذكرنا قبل ذلك أن أسلوب الامبerative أو الأمر بيستخدم في عدة حالات. الأمر الفعلي الصريح أو الادفايس النصيحة أو instructions التعليمات أو الدايركشنز زي كده إعطاء الاتجاهات. Take a left and turn. What's the difference between take a left and turn left? turn left اتجه يسارا بينما عندما تستخدم take نضع a take a left turn left. برضو هنا take a right or turn right على طول. go straight امشي مستقيما. Now we are going to discuss this conversation, complete the conversation with the correct preposition and imperatives. Try to remind or remember the imperatives and prepositions related to places and complete it. After reading and completing it on your own, you can revise them with these model answers. So the first one is straight, 2 turn, 3 to, 4 from, 5 on, 6 on, 7 go, 8 on, 9 take, and 10 is next. Okay? Now we are going to our workbook to revise our answers related to certain pages. On page 51, practice I. Revise your answers with these answers. Yes. Page 52, practice J and K. Try to answer them on your own and revise the answers. On page 52, practice J and K. After that, practice G. Match the statements with response. Write the correct letter in the blank. After reading and matching, you can revise these answers. Also, on practice H. These are the model answers to revise them on your own. Okay? Try to work calmly, find out answers and revise them with these model answers. That's for now. Waiting for you with the next lesson إن شاء الله. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
مدارس رياض الصالحين، مستقبل واعد لجيل صاعد.